I was on my way to the hairdresser's and my appointment got cancelled. I'll explain later. I just want you to know that instead of getting hair by Jen, you're going to get hair by Kathy. See you in a bit. I picked up a message from Jen. We were already 3/4 of the way or over halfway to my appointment, and I've got my phone turned on to vibrate only because when I get messages through they make me jump, so I've got it on vibrate only, so I didn't notice the message come through. But she had to cancel my appointment because her partner's been rushed into hospital. I don't know why. I know that he is quite an unstable diabetic, so I'm hopeful that he's going to be okay. So we turned round and we came home, and I'm cooking. I made some pork and pear and apple in cider the other day. I got that out yesterday to defrost to have today. I got sweet potatoes. You can probably hear it in the air fryer, and I'm doing some broccoli. I'm very hungry. It's 11:45. It won't be ready till 12:15. I'm just very hungry today. Very hungry, very tired, and have been very cold. That's just the way it is, really. I've written notes. So, Broody update. The black Broody was no longer Broody. They escaped from this small garden. We let them out into this small garden yesterday before we went to art. We let them out, and the gate got blown or pushed open. It doesn't catch very well since Ludo's done the fence. He's going to change it in winter, in autumn, winter. But for the moment, it doesn't catch very well. So they both escaped, but actually the only one that had gone back to her position in the coop was Mrs. Gold Broody, and and we picked her up and brought her back up here, put her in the cage. There was poo everywhere, chicken shit everywhere. So she went in the cage again overnight. She's still Broody, and what I'm going to do is, not right now, but I am going to do a vlog that is just about how to spot a Broody. So it'll be a bit of a niche vlog rather than a vlog for all of you. So those of you that aren't interested, you won't need to watch it. But she's still out there, not very happy. She's in the garden. I've blocked the gate. She can't get out, and she's not too happy about that. But I'm pleased it worked with the black one. So all of the hens, everybody's fine apart from this one, and fingers crossed that I think Mrs. Hopalong won't go Broody because she's busy healing and dealing with that, so she won't go Broody. There's just one more black one that might or might not. Fingers crossed it doesn't. I will be doing, and it will be titled How to Spot a Broody. So don't watch it if you're not interested. I watched a podcast from Zoe yesterday, which was really lovely. It was about spices, and it was I do this every bloody time. I have to look here because I forget what it's called, and I forget the name of the lady. And I'm on the wrong channel. That's the cloud channel. Get to the right channel. And I can't find it. Oh, yes, I can. There we go. These medicines are hiding in your spice rack. And the name of the woman on the podcast with Dr. Sarah Berry and Jonathan is Kanchan Koya, a molecular biologist. Sorry about that. Got there in the end. Really good podcast, really interesting stuff. And what I liked about it was that last week I ordered a load of whole spices and had them sent to Phil's, and I ordered a dabber, which is one of those things that you put all your spices in, so you've got them next to you when you're cooking and you can just dip into them or dab into them. Maybe that's where it comes from, I don't know. And I ordered all of that, last week to go to Phil's, or the week before. So this matches really well with where I'm at the moment. And she's written a book, but I looked on Amazon for the book, and the book, there's one used book, €72. I'm not spending that, but she does have she has a website, lots of recipes on there, so I'll be doing some recipes from there. So after watching that, to the pork, pear and apple and cider casserole that I'm reheating for us today, I added quite a few spices because I'd found it a little bland. I do need quite a lot of seasoning for me to be able to taste stuff nowadays. So I put some of the spices that she talked about in this yesterday evening, so that it defrosted with it in, and then I put it on to warm up, and it's got the spices in it. So that was good. There's on the forum that I'm on, for those of us that intermittent fast, you can talk about non-scale victories. So you can put in things that you're noticing that aren't necessarily being coming up on the scales, because most people, when they're looking at weight loss and or dealing with all of that, most people are just looking at the scales, and that's one measurement. But there's so many other ways that you can tell that your body's recompositioning. And I wrote a list on there yesterday, and I'm just going to tell it you today. You saw me wandering around in those bright green in-your-face Crocs over the last few days, sorting out the Broodies. Well, they're a larger size than I would normally take. The size I initially bought, my feet were coming out over the back of them, couldn't really get them on. And so I went into this larger size. Well, I got the other pair out the other day because I was bringing so much crud in from outside. I thought I must reinstate at least a pair of Crocs I can slip on and shuffle down to the chicken coop in. So I cleaned them a little bit, bought them out, put them by the kitchen door, used them, and I could get into them. I fit them, they fit me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean them up properly, because they're actually nicer. They're not quite in your face. Clean them up properly and swap them round. So the green ones will be my going down to the chicken shed in, and the other ones I'll wear. So that's one non-scale victory. Another couple that I've noticed over the last 3 or 4 weeks is that my bras are easier to do up. I bought new bras about 3 months ago, and they were really difficult for me to do them up, and I was so determined. It was like, well, I'm going to be losing weight and I need new bras, and I'll just suck it up. And so it was quite a struggle, especially with my hands. But now they're really easy to do up. They're not so tight, even after a shower. So that's a good thing. And the other thing are my rings. I've got a ring on this finger and a ring on this. This is my wedding ring. My hands aren't working very well, so I can't. But these just twist around really easy. This, I can take it off really easily. I think I can take that off, but I can't pull very well. Yeah, that's come off really easily just now. So my rings are turning and coming off. And finally, I tried to touch my toes. I think I've probably got about 3 inches away from my toes, but that needs practice, because that's also down to lack of practice and not stretching your hamstrings and all of that. So I'm going to be doing that on a daily basis until I can touch my toes. So, and the other thing is clothes. Clothes are fitting. This actually isn't a great design because of what is that, a raglan sleeve? So it sort of sits on my shoulders and does that. But I was pulling this when I last wore it. It was like really tight, and now it's not. So I'm pleased about that. So they're non-scale victories, and a really good way to know whether you are trimming down and losing weight. I am losing weight very slowly. The scales go, look, they're on my phone. The scales are going like this all the time. But I think the trend is gradually down, but it only takes a day of doing something wrong, or eating late in the evening, or having meals that are too big, and they go up again. So, but I'm gradually going down. Quite happy about that. And I think that's it really, because the rest of it is all about how to spot a Broody, which I'll do in a separate vlog. We went to art yesterday. I finished my rock formation piece that I may or may not show you. I'm not happy with it. Really not happy with it. Everybody else says it's fine. I just don't like it, and I don't know why I don't like it. I think it's because it only I would know what it is. It's not obvious that it's a rock formation. I know it is because I took the photo. I was there on the beach looking at it, but I will show it you because I will. Hold on. I mean, it looks like a slug. So Cleo wanted to frame it, and I said, no, I don't want it framed. We had a bit of a battle about that because I feel it'll be a waste of a frame because it won't ever hang on the wall. I'm not going to hang it on the wall. So I just think it's a waste of her time and a frame, really. It'll just go away with everything else. I've got bloody pictures everywhere. Mark took a load up the other day. So that's where it'll go, in the pile. It's a bit like the pile of the unread. Yeah, so that was yesterday. It's a bit of a struggle for me at the moment. I am, the last 4 weeks I've found it difficult because I don't know what's been going on for me, but I've wanted to be in my own space. I've wanted to take space. I've wanted a bit of peace and quiet, and somebody's not allowing me to have that, and it's bringing up stuff for me that's sort of uncomfortable. It's reminding me of how when I worked in Kent, that if I walked through the communal area on my way to see a client, that there would be other clients sitting, watching my every move, trying to work out what was going on, like, watching me like hawks, and I'm feeling like that at the moment, and I know that's my issue, and I need to sort that through with my therapist perhaps, but so I'm having a bit of an uncomfortable time there, which is not very pleasant. I'm not being very obvious about it here. I'm not talking about it in a way that will be understood, because I don't know who watches my vlogs, but yeah, I'm just struggling. But I think that something is going to change that will change that for me, and we're off now. There's no art next week, and we're away for 2 weeks, so I won't go back to art till the end of May. Hold on a sec. Oops, burnt the broccoli. I went in there thinking, God, it's really steaming. I forgot to turn it down as I walked out. It wasn't steam, it was smoke. I'm going to see if I can rescue some of it, cut off the burnt bits, or we might just not have broccoli. We might just have sweet potato and pork casserole. Yeah, so that's it. And then I'm going to do how to spot a Broody as a separate vlog. So it's Friday. It's midday. I'm about to dish the food up. Now I've burnt the broccoli. Potatoes are done. So that's it. Yeah, have a nice day. And for those of you that see me next, you'll see me doing a Broody vlog.